One of my favourite meals, guys, braised beef short ribs. We're going to do a really basic red wine sauce with these. So we get our short ribs, we're going to cut off any excess fat and any moisture that's on the meat, dampen that off with a kitchen towel. When it comes to seasoning, please don't be shy with these. You want to season as much as possible. We want to get as much flavour packed in there as we can. So plenty of salt and pepper all around every surface. Don't be shy, and then mop up all that salt and pepper that's on your tray. Get our veg prepped. Really simple meal plate. We're going to go with white onion, carrot, garlic and celery. Chop this up fairly fine. We don't have to go too crazy, but we want a really rich sauce. We want these to break down as quickly as possible. We are going for a long cook on this. It's going to be between 4 and 6 hours. So like I say, you don't have to go crazy, but as fine as you can get it, but without spending too much time on it. With my garlic, I smashed that and chopped it. With your celery, if you don't like those stringy bits, like me, little trick is to snap the end off and pull the strings off and then dice. Once your vegetables are ready, it's straight into a pan with some oil. Once that comes to heat and starts smoking, add in your beef ribs, and we're looking for that kind of colour there. We want to get a caramelisation on. That is nothing but flavour. That's going to flavour the meat itself, and that's going to leave a lot of flavour in the pan as well. Once you get that coloured on all sides, remove, and using all that flavour in the pan, we're going to fry off our veg. Get your veg in there, give it a season and give it a mix round. Again, we don't have to go too crazy here to try and cook them thoroughly because they're going to be in the oven for 6 hours. Add in your tomato puree or tomato paste, whichever you're using. Make sure everything's thoroughly coated and cook that off for about 2 or 3 minutes. Get rid of that tinny taste. I've added some red currant jelly, some whole grain mustard and horseradish. Again, this is just for a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of flavour. It's entirely optional, but I do recommend giving it a go. Once that's cooked through, we're going to add our red wine and deglaze the pan, scrape up all those lovely sticky bits off the bottom of the pan and get your beef stock in there. Herbs wise, I've gone rosemary, thyme and bay leaves. Again, your choice, but this is just a really classic sauce that we're going to be making. Add our meat back in, make sure they're all in there, nice settled. We want it just like this here, where the meat is just popping up above the top of the liquid. Season again, get your lid on and get it in the oven. We're going to cook for between 4 to 6 hours. Keep checking. If you need to add more liquid, please do. This is about halfway through, as you can see, starting to cook down really, really well. And the smells in your house are going to be amazing. I was so hungry all day. Once it's cooked, remove. We're going to take our meat out of the pan, being very, very careful because this meat now is literally falling off the bone. So just be careful when you're picking them up. And with the sauce, we're going to give that a stir around, and there's different ways you can do this, but I kind of pass mine through a sieve, get as much moisture out as I can, take all the big lumps out, and then I'll pass it through a food processor, get it on the pan and reduce it. I've gone for mashed potatoes and some simple buttered veg, plating up here, mashed potatoes in the middle, rib on top. Lovely sauce. That sauce is so nice. And then add your vegetables. Again, you can go with whatever you want here. You can go with polenta if you wanted rather than mash, but I do love some buttery mash. And as you can see, it is just falling apart. The smells, the taste, everything about this. This is a treat meal. You're going to enjoy it. Give it a go. Don't forget, guys, there's more videos to come. Let me know what you think. See you in the comments.